Hello folks, welcome along to Club number 5, episode 1. Hopefully you all know where we are. We're here in Brackley and in the Southern League Premier Central. So we've moved sideways across leagues and we've got an interesting challenge ahead of us with probably a club who are a little bit more ambitious than Bowers and Pitsea. So let's see what we can do with them. It's an interesting one, this. It seems to be a relatively popular choice. I think we're actually sort of thinking forward, thinking positively, and I think most folks who commented thought we could do something here with Brackley. But if you haven't yet had a comment on this, let me know what you think of this club versus Bowers and Pitsea. Let's just have a little look through the Brackley Town and how they're expected to do in this league, because that's going to be important. We're going to be playing HItchen today. Don't know how they're going to be are predicted to do in the league either. So let's go and have a look at that. Okay, so Brackley are predicted to come 4th, which is nice, but not 100% sure that's likely. HItchen got relegated last season, are predicted to come 10th. Excellent. So obviously, we've made some transfers. There were a lot of players who were due to be released. We were going to have to make some really big, important signings to try and get this club in a place where it needs to be. Now, I think, at least in my brain, I think we've got some good signings in. We're one really short of a great signing, and I thought for all the life of me I had the perfect signing. Let me show you this player first of all, because oh my God, this would have been good if we'd got him. This player, who is now in Bolton under 21s, he was he was with us on trial. Daniel Barjones, and there's a lot of fun to be had there. But look at the quality of this player, finishing of 13. Look at those physicals. Look at the long shot stats. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is. It would have been an amazing signing. We had him on trial. He was too expensive to come here and he went to Bolton. And then I just thought, let's put a loan bid in. Bolton said, all right, we'll let you loan him. £250 a week. So, all right. And then I thought, for some reason, I was about 80% sure he was going to sign up. And I thought, well, that's the League One because there's no one going to have a player this good. And then eventually he just said, oh no, can't be bothered with this, and decided not to go. And now Bolton don't want to get rid of him. So it would have been wonderful if we'd have managed to get him. I mean, we had to pay over £1,000 to get him here. He just has £250 a week at Bolton. How does that work? Yeah, doesn't make any sense. Anyway, let's not worry about that. First of all, let's just have a look how pre-season went. It went rather well. This was the game away at Redbridge. Nice 2-0 victory here. Barjones and Hughes, you won't know any of these players. Slimbridge, this is where Barjones went mad. 4 goals for him. Paul Jones and Nick Heel. All of those players mean absolutely nothing to you. Then a 1-1 draw away against Hampton and Richmond. They're similar level. Pretty happy with that. And then losing at home against Dulwich Hamlet, who are in the Vanarama Premier League, or whatever the heck is the conference. So all in all, I thought it went well, but obviously we had a lot of players on trial during that period. So let's have a look at the players that we've signed in, and we'll have a little think about the squad and where we're missing players still. So here are the players who went sad. Lost. The likes of Rob Dickinson on the right side. He would have been an awesome player to have here. He's very, very, very strong player. He is still a free agent. Are we actually able to? He's not interested. Yeah, Diego Nelson, another very, very good player on the right side. We could have played him at right back. Another player who would have been awesome. Can we sign him? He's at Barrow. No, apparently not. But a bunch of players have left us. But we've also had some important players join us. So goalkeeper-wise, we lost one of our goalkeepers. And we brought in Solomon Honor, who actually is a better goalkeeper than the players that we had here previously. Good agility, decent aerial reach, a lot of the things where you want them to be to be pretty good. Handling's pretty good. Positioning's good. Looks pretty solid in pre-season. Pretty happy with this. He came from Ebbsfleet. Very pleased. They got relegated from this division last season, I think, or this level last season, but he was one of the reasons that they almost didn't. Then next up, Steve Hughes, who is another cracking signing. So we've lost some quality on the right side while we've brought in some more quality on the right side. Very good physically, balance, acceleration, all those sort of things. Technique of 14. Many very happy things with this. So Stevie Hughes, we're very pleased about getting, and I think our midfield looks very strong. Matt Gallagher's come in on loan, so he's basically someone to provide some cover in various positions on the right side, but also in the centre, and that's going to be important. Nick Heel, you did see his name. He is going to be playing up top. He's not the best player, but I think he's definitely able to provide us with some goals. Scored at this level 12 goals last season, so or was it the season before? I'm not sure. But got some goals there. And Paul Johnson is a player at right back. Really struggled to get a right back, but this guy looks like he's got a decent future. Generally all around pretty good player. So I think we've done some reasonable business. We just don't have that quality striker, unfortunately, at the minute, which is kind of letting us down. I've still got fingers crossed that we can get the striker in at Bolton on loan somehow. If we don't do that, I'm not quite sure what we're going to do, because I just can't find anyone who's better than the players that we've got, which is a little frustrating. I thought our reputation might be a bit better. I thought the players that we could access might be a bit better. I thought the loanees that we could get to might be a bit better, but it seems the same sort of problems are rearing their heads. I think I've got more money. I don't have the players to spend it on. And the quality players to spend it on, they don't want to come to us. But I think that will come. So we've got about £500 in the wage budget, and so we're going to look out for maybe some top players that we can just add to the squad, and hopefully that will push us over the line. But I think actually overall we've got a pretty decent squad here that I'm hoping can do what the prediction said and come do top half at least, and then we can kind of move forward from there. Right then, folks, those are the players in. Let's go and play our first match of the season. Okay, so this is the team that we've got. As I say, up front, we're maybe not as strong as we could be, but Heel and Edwards are leading the line. Midfield, and this is the strongest part of the team, Allen, McCarthy, Owen and Hughes. I mean, it's all sort of 3.5 to 4 star players there. Central defence, again, very, very strong with Joe Dunn and Simmons, who are the two players here before. On either side of that, maybe not as strong. We've got the youngster Wadsworth and Johnston on the other side. We're looking to get some better players in there. And then we've got some youngsters on the bench. So it's going to be interesting to see how this squad does. On the face of it, it looks like we're going to match teams. We're going to maybe create a few less chances than we did in previous chances. But I think we're going to be very, very solid. Fingers crossed. I mean, I didn't actually talk about the formation, but it's this kind of just slightly offset 4-4-2. Hughes playing slightly up because he's a lot more comfortable in that position. And hopefully that will give a little bit more on that right side. But here we go. HItchen, an early bit of the ball here. And they've got it back to, is that Pat Nevin? And Honor just plucks the ball out of the air. He looks a big lad. I didn't see how tall he was. So they're looking to find the strikers. Allen up to Heel. Is he going to try and find the pass? Allen. Oh, should have been a goal. I think Allen's one of the youngsters. No, Allen's one of our midfielders, isn't he? So very, very strong start. Come on. Should have been a penalty. Here's McCarthy looking for his first opportunity. A monster on the end of that wall there. And just over the top. Well, it's 0-0. We have cleared it. It's Johnson here. Doesn't look like he knows what he's doing with it, but he's going to play the pass backwards into Owen. Hughes looking for a pass. He finds the pass all the way over to Allen on the other side, and it's in. It's Edwards. Is that allowed? It looks like it's offside. Oh, we've started really well. 3 glorious chances, and here Alan does a brilliant job. Edwards he goes a bit early, a little bit too excited. 3 chances, and oh God, that was, for all the world, that looked like it was in. Right, more chances. Here's Wadsworth. Heel. I thought I didn't know what was happening. Heel has his shot, but it bounces off and goes elsewhere. Leicester Nirvana. There's a side. Well, it's 0-0, and we've had our chances. What can I say? We've had our chances. Have not made the most of them just yet. More chances. Here's McCarthy going in. Simons hits the bar, hits the goalkeeper, and it's gone wide. Well, many opportunities here. We just haven't scored. And you can see maybe which way this is going. Goalkeeper gets it though. Picks it up. Here's Honor. Are you going to go long? He does. Picks out Heel. Does a good job. Right, it's into our midfield. That's where we want it. Down the side here. Hughes. Misses out on the pass. Oh, it's Leicester. We're strong in the middle though. We are really strong in the middle. Hughes. And finally, it's Heel. Gets on the end of it. And we have deserved that. Absolutely. Solid opening. 60 minutes really is. Very little from the opposition, and we've created some really good opportunities. Just slightly concerned in front of goal. We look a little bit profligate. Right, here's Edwards. He found McCarthy. Simons. Ball through. Here's Heel. Oh, that's lovely. 2 goals for Heel now. We're liking this. Neil McCarthy picks him out. This is nice. 2-0. The youngster Vascalu's come on the left side, but nobody up here as the ball's cleared up there for HItchen. Very strong start. HItchen, you've got to be wondering what went wrong here. And there's Hughes. Beautiful little bit of control around the goalkeeper. 3-0. Good night. Well, Gallagher and Riley coming on late. We look like we've already won this, but the ball over the top there looks a little bit dangerous, and Daly maybe with the midfield a little bit weaker than it was. Maybe they've got a chance to work themselves through it, but Johnson goes long with that. It's a beautiful ball over the top. Riley, who's just come on, he breaks the back line, and we're 4-0 up. And I've got to say, didn't expect such a good start, but there we go. We're 4-0 up. What a performance there. A side who were expected to do okay in the league, and we've absolutely put them to the sword. That is what I wanted. I didn't expect it. I wasn't sure about our strikers, but there's certainly a lot of good going on there in the Brackley side. Very pleased about that. And hopefully we can take that form forward, because if we can take those goals forward and that solidity at the back, ooh, we might be in for a season here. So we're not quite top of the league at this point. It was Shifnal Town who actually won their game 6-1 against Coventry United, who, whether they are predicted to do well or not, I'm not sure. Not particularly. Well, Heel has ended his goal scoring drought. I mean, he played for AFC Rushden and Diamonds. Didn't really score a lot. I guess he didn't really play last season. So, yeah, he's a very happy lad getting in a brace. That is absolutely fantastic. Let me know what you thought about that. Did you see that one coming? It was a spectacular performance. Right, let's have a look where we are and what we'll come back for. I wonder whether they come back for the Colville game, so we play through the entirety of August, see where we are at that point. There's some interesting games in here, a lot of teams that I recognise and have seen Burton play in the past, likes of Tamworth, Redditch, Rugby Town, Kettering. Oh, it's nice, it's really nice. Stourbridge. Alvechurch, lovely. Yeah, this is great. Anyway, folks, getting excited about random teams in the Midlands. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and let me know down in the comments where you think we are going to finish this season. I know this has given us a vast amount of confidence going forward, but does it tell us an awful lot about where we might be in the next sort of 45 games? Could do, couldn't it? Hope you enjoyed it anyway. See you next time. Goodbye.